Aquarius, welcome to your reading. It's the 28th of May today, but this is a timeless reading, so whenever this finds you is when this finds you. So yeah, as always, please take what resonates and let the rest go. So I've been shuffling the Keepers of the Light Oracle here, and I've grabbed three cards, three energies for you. The first we have here, Aquarius, is Freya. Phases and cycles. So there is a beginning within every ending, and illusions are revealed and released. So you could be releasing things at this time. Yeah. And let's have a look at the next one, which is Paul the Venetian, an Ascendant Master. Actually, Freya is the counterpart of Odin, and she represents the maiden, mother, crone, triple goddess energy, okay, and talks about cycles also to do with the moon. So yeah, if you're resonant with moon energies, that could be a spirit guide that you might like to call on to assist with that, okay. Experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So I think we're going to be awakening into our gifts, and we really, I guess in some ways we owe it to ourselves to love ourselves and love our gifts as well that we have, okay, and that we can share with the world. The last but not least, we have Serapis Bey here, the Egyptian, and he actually has lots of different incarnations. One of them is in Egypt. Ascended Master energy as well. Ascension, move into your true self. Rise above the darkness, the light is here. So this is about transcending and really aligning with your soul energy. So it's really powerful, Ascended Master that you might like to call on. Yeah, I did do a fair bit of work with Serapis Bey, and I think, you know, even though we feel that some of our guides are with us for a bit and then they change, sometimes I feel like they're still in the wings and they still check in from time to time and see how you're going. That's what I kind of feel as well. Now I also have Melchizedek, Metatron, the Sisterhood of the Rose helping us today. Many other archangels, ascended masters, light beings, and other spirit guides, also our dragon energies assisting us, as well as our own higher selves, okay? There is a whole pantheon of beings helping us and each one of us, okay? Let's see here, Aquarius, what's going to jump out for the center of your reading. There's a few flyers there. We'll just... Wow, okay. That one actually flipped and twisted. That's pretty unusual. Wow, Ace of Pentacles. That was really raring to come out. Something new. You could be feeling like you're stepping through a portal, Aquarius. Something is being handed to you. And this could well be to do with your, you know, some talents, something to do with your true self, some gifts that you are bringing forward. Wow, okay, we also have the World card here that's just flipped actually. That's really cool. So maybe this is a bit of an incubation. This could be something new that's inspiring you at the moment, and this is that nice blend of, I think whatever this is, Aquarius, is it's going to allow you to feel free, but yet sort of still working within a bit of a structure. So this is sort of like a nice balance of spirituality and materiality. So the physical world and the spiritual world kind of coming together here. So this could be something that's, you know, whether that's a job, a hobby, you know, an interest or something about yourself. It could be, Pentacles sometimes talk about the body as well. So maybe it's a new health and well-being regime, or maybe even just, you know, like physical exercise. Maybe there's something that you've discovered that is really centering and aligning and grounding for you, and you're just like, well, this is the most awesome thing ever. It could be something like that, Aquarius. Here we have the Four of Pentacles. And we also have the Seven of Cups. I'll look at these energies again in a moment. We have the Nine of Cups. The Star. Wow, that makes sense. Yeah, I think this thing, the Star is, that's your, you know, deep dream or wish. And here we have Justice and coming into your personal truth. This is looking pretty awesome for you, Aquarius. I don't read reversals, sorry. Queen of Cups in your external influences or spirit guides, okay. Ten of Cups, really nice. And the Devil. Okay, but we're not going to worry about that. We'll talk about that in a moment. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Cups as well. So possibly some inner child or some sort of nostalgic energy coming through this reading for you as well. I'm just going to pause and get back to you. Okay, Aquarius. For some reason, I'm guided to the end card of the reading here, which is the Devil. But the interesting thing is, I was sort of looking at this, and it's almost like, see how he's waving there? It's kind of like saying, you know, goodbye. So he's sort of like going, you know, it's like all of your things that you are releasing here, Aquarius, that things that are not serving you, okay, you're saying goodbye to them, or they're literally leaving your field, okay, which is kind of cool. Also, the other thing that I was guided here to look at is that these words, it says, rise above the darkness, the light is here. So if this is sort of like the metaphorical, you know, anything dark, and I don't mean that in a, you know, in a heavy way, anything that's sort of obviously not serving you, any values or beliefs or anything in your life that you've had attachment to that hasn't been helpful, it's it's saying goodbye to you here, okay? And you're saying goodbye to it because the rest of this reading is so freaking positive. In the middle, you have this beautiful new thing, you know, great balance of physical and material life as well. Underneath, you have driving the reading, you have the Four of Pentacles, which is, I think, what you've been doing here, Aquarius, is you've been doing a few things. You've been protecting your energy, okay? You've been making do with, you know, sufficient funds. You haven't been, and which means probably you've had some time to look at some things, and you're also aligning yourself. This is like heart, mind, or crown chakra, heart chakra, and you're grounding yourself here. And I think that what's happened as a result of that is that you've had some options that you've been looking through, but because you've been able to come at this from a really grounded, centered, and aligned state, which you've been working on, okay, you've been able to either work through the distractions or make the choice, okay, that's allowing you to feel this Nine of Cups at the moment. Okay, which is really, really nice. This is contentment, positivity, you know, happiness, fulfillment here. And then the next thing in the future is that, you know, you're going to be hitting upon your soul alignment, what's true for you. You're going to feel grounded. You're going to feel connected to the you know, the cosmos, the earth, Gaia, you know, galactic, whatever. You're going to be just feeling like you are really in the middle of it. I mean, this is really powerful to have the world and the star here like this. Okay, you're going to be feeling free yet grounded and connected, but also having a sense of purpose of what it is that you're actually doing, what your mission is here. I think and this is, you know, perfect. The Justice, you're coming into an understanding of your personal truth, you know, like why you're here. As we go back to Serapis Bay, you're moving into your true self here, okay? You're also experiencing grace, and I think you're going to be sharing your gifts here, which is what Paul the Venetian is talking about. And waves of inspiration and love are coming to you, and I think you're feeling this from the, you know, from the ethers and from those around you and from your spirit guides. And this energy, I think, is your spirit guides indeed. It's Queen of Cups, helping you to align with your creativity, your spirituality, your intuition. Okay, and yeah, just really powerful, nice, introspective, but also your sensitivities. Okay, here, Aquarius. And you also have 10 of Cups, you know, once again, emotional fulfillment. The 9 and 10 of Cups in the same reading, that's pretty cool. This is sort of, you know, the best case scenario, like emotional well-being, spirituality, creativity, intuition. Really, I guess, this is the long-term goal, but you're going to be achieving that is what this is sort of saying. Now, then we are sort of brought to this little energy here. And the interesting thing here is that what you've also been doing is you've been releasing illusions. The illusions have been revealed to you and you are releasing them, according to what Freya is saying here. So you've released, you know, there could be a few connections in your life that you've realized that are, you know, not helping you, or they're actually a type of illusion. you know, maybe you've been part of an institution or part of a group, or maybe you've been following a certain thing or whatever, and you found that it's not resonating for you, and it's actually like just distracting you from your personal truth, okay? And I think maybe this is what Freya's talking about, you know, the release here. Interesting thing is, I was just reading about her, and she has her familiar, which is the raven here, because she is said to be able to be an intermediary between earth and heaven, okay? So yeah, that's awesome. Now you also have the Six of Cups here, and directly under that you have the awakening or judgment. So you are waking up, Aquarius. You've been going through this process, and I think, you know, you're saying goodbye to all of the things that aren't serving you, which is just awesome. And you know, this, I think also there's some really nice emotional reciprocity coming in, some emotional exchange. You may even be connecting with people that you used to know when you were younger, okay? Or maybe rekindling some relationships. It might also be that this new thing, maybe you're revisiting it in a different way, in a new way, and it could be something that you used to do as a child. Okay, so maybe there's a childhood experience or a childhood love of something that you used to do that's coming back for you. And, you know, it could be quite awakening for you. Quite, you know, it's going to really allow you to move up in frequency, come into contact with your higher self. And maybe you're balancing, yeah, you know, this inner child and the higher self. Okay, this could be what's coming in for you here, which is just really awesome. Let's grab some oracle cards here for you. I've been using the Sacred Forest Oracle, which has been really lovely for us today. So thank you, Spirit. You know, a lot of the themes of the readings this week have been that the readings have been so positive, and then there's been this, the last card has been the negative one, and it's just been like, well, that's coming to an end. It's the last thing to just drop off, and, you know, a lot clearer. There's going to be a lot more clarity coming in for many of us, I feel. And we're going to be experiencing more grace as we go through our ascension here. It's just going to be fantastic. Just a couple of cards here. Thanks, Spirit, for Aquarius. I'll just do one more shuffle here. We'll just grab a couple at the top. Acceptance. Yep, and I think you are at this point of acceptance. I think you've been working hard on finding out what it is that's truly calling you here, Aquarius, okay? And I think maybe it's your spirit guides or the nature of your spiritual, creative, intuitive self. And, you know, I think you're coming into an acceptance and an awareness of that. This is an awakening, and these are like your spirit guides really helping you with all of that. New beginnings, wow, yep, really awesome. Daffodil, fairy, beautiful yellow, which is kind of nice because it echoes the higher frequency yellow in the tarot cards here. Yeah, just awesome. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Knowledge. Yes, Aquarius, as you move forward, you are not without knowledge, experience, skills, gifts, and talents here, okay? And this is also about Paul Venetian is saying, you know, says share your gifts with grace, okay? Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So whatever you're feeling called into at the moment, Aquarius, I feel like this is like deeply resonant for your soul, and this looks like Avalon, maybe the Lady of the Lake or something like that. Yeah, let's grab another one off the top. Wow, also came through for Capricorn a minute ago was letting go. And I think you have been letting go, Aquarius, because I feel like you're coming into alignment with your star here, your true north, your whatever makes your soul sing or dance or whatever it is that you do here. That whatever your higher self is calling you into, and you're coming into your personal truth here as well, okay, with justice. Some beautiful major arcana, like this is pretty awesome here. Like you're coming to the end of a cycle, you're stepping into this energy here, and also it's an awakening for you, okay? Just awesome, Aquarius. Congratulations on all the awesome work you've been doing, and I think we'll wrap it up there, and hope that was helpful. We'll look forward to our next reading. In the meantime, have a great day and awesome week, and I'll see you again soon.